When choosing a financial advisor, there's one critical distinction you need to understand: the difference between fiduciary and non-fiduciary advisors. This isn't just industry jargon. It's about whether your advisor is legally required to act in your best interest. Understanding this difference can have a massive impact on your financial future and could save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Let's break down what you need to know to make an informed decision about who manages your money. First, let's establish what a financial advisor actually does. A financial advisor is a professional who provides guidance on managing your money. They help with investments, retirement planning, and achieving your financial goals. Think of them as your financial guide who helps you navigate complex decisions about where to put your money, how to save for retirement, and how to build wealth over time. But here's what many people don't realize: not all financial advisors operate under the same rules and obligations. Here's the critical question you must ask before working with any financial advisor: are they legally required to act in your best interest? This might sound obvious. After all, wouldn't every advisor naturally want what's best for you? Unfortunately, the answer isn't that simple. The financial industry has different standards, and not all advisors are held to the same level of legal obligation when it comes to protecting your interests. This is where the distinction between fiduciary and non-fiduciary advisors becomes crucial. A fiduciary is a financial advisor who is legally bound to put your interests above their own. This is the highest legal standard of care in the financial industry. Fiduciaries must act in your best interest at all times, not just when it's convenient. They're required to disclose any conflicts of interest that might influence their recommendations. This means if there's a situation where they could benefit financially from a certain recommendation, they have to tell you about it up front. This legal obligation creates a protective shield around your financial interests. A non-fiduciary advisor operates under what's called a suitability standard. This means their recommendations only need to be suitable for you, but not necessarily the best option available. Think about that for a moment. Suitable doesn't mean optimal. It means good enough. Non-fiduciary advisors can prioritize their firm's products or their own commissions when making recommendations, as long as those recommendations are suitable for your situation. They may have undisclosed conflicts of interest that could influence their advice, and they're not legally required to reveal all of them. Let's compare these two types of advisors side by side. Fiduciary advisors must act in your best interest, period. They must disclose all conflicts of interest. They're typically fee-based, meaning they charge you directly for their services rather than earning commissions. And they're held to the highest legal standard in the industry. On the other hand, non-fiduciary advisors only need recommendations to be suitable, not necessarily the best. They may have hidden conflicts of interest. They're often commission-based, earning money when you buy certain products, and they operate under a lower legal obligation to you. Let's look at a real-world example to understand how this plays out. Imagine you have $100,000 to invest. There are two similar mutual funds available. Fund A has lower fees and historically better returns. Fund B has higher fees and pays your advisor a commission for selling it. A fiduciary advisor must recommend Fund A because it's clearly better for you. Their legal obligation requires it. However, a non-fiduciary advisor can recommend Fund B if it's considered suitable for your situation, even though it pays them more money and costs you more in fees. Both funds might meet your needs, but one is clearly better for your bottom line. So how do you identify whether an advisor is a fiduciary? First, ask them directly, "Are you a fiduciary?" And crucially, get their answer in writing. Don't just take a verbal yes. Second, look for credentials like RIA, which stands for Registered Investment Advisor, or CFP, which is Certified Financial Planner. These designations typically indicate fiduciary status. Third, request Form a DV Part 2. This is a disclosure document that reveals their fees, conflicts of interest, and services. Finally, understand their compensation model. Fee-only advisors, who charge you directly rather than earning commissions, are typically the safest bet for fiduciary advice. You might be wondering, does this really make a difference? Absolutely. Hidden fees and commissions can cost you thousands of dollars over time. Biased advice may lead you to make suboptimal investment choices that underperform, and having legal protection matters when things go wrong. Research studies have shown that conflicted advice can reduce your investment returns by 1 to 2% annually. That might not sound like much, but over decades, it adds up to tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost wealth. The difference between fiduciary and non-fiduciary advice can literally change the trajectory of your financial future. Let's recap the most important points. Fiduciaries are legally bound to put your interests first, always. Non-fiduciaries only need to recommend suitable products, not necessarily the best ones. Always ask if your advisor is a fiduciary and get that confirmation in writing. Understanding this distinction can save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Your financial future is too important to leave to chance. You deserve someone who is legally obligated to protect your interests, not just someone who needs to meet a lower standard of suitability. Make sure you know which type of advisor you're working with before you hand over your hard-earned money.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.